Yes, boys, we are in the office today, not filming the videos like usual in the gaff. I thought I'd do a little brand check-in. I haven't done a little raw talk in a while. We are in the office today, a couple of the boys in as well. They're working on their businesses. But I thought I'd do a check-in. It is nearly coming up to the first full year of the fashion brand we have been building. If you've been watching the full series, I started it about over a year ago. Been documenting, building a fashion brand from scratch, self-funded, which is pretty cool. So I thought I would check in and explain what we've been up to in total in the year, what mistakes have been going on, what I regret, what I don't regret, and things I would do differently as well. Overall, the brand is going pretty positive. We have a financial team that works with us as well. They're actually class. They work with like 7 to 8 figure brands, maybe even a few 9-figure brands as well. They're proper class. We did the check-in last week, and overall the brand health is there. So we're in a pretty strong position at the moment, which is great. I'm pretty happy about that. Last few months not been as high as margins as it was at the start of the year, but it's expected because we're scaling. It's all part of the plan, like the longer term plan. Anyway, today's results so far, I think we've done 5K, but I'm pretty sure it's like 11 a.m. in the USA, so it's pretty good for 11 a.m. to be fair. But the last 2 days have been absolutely terrible. So last 2 days we got absolutely cooked. I made some stupid decisions. So what I did is we had one of the problems with the Facebook ad account. I do the Facebook ads myself. I do a bit of creative strategy myself as well. But one thing I noticed was a lot of the new ads weren't really getting good spend, but they had good metrics. Obviously, probably were in hindsight more bottom of funnel ads. But I was like, all right, what I'm gonna do is, let's say your top 10 ads or top 15 ads that have the most spend, they've stayed consistent throughout the year. So I was like, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off the lower ones and see if that means it's gonna push some of the newer ads up as higher spenders, but better ROAS. It just fucking tanked the ad account. So we had 2 unprofitable days the last 2 days. Switched that all back. Today's back in the game. So stupid mistake, just things you gotta learn. It was an idea. Tried it, didn't work, went back in the game, stick to the original procedure, but I do still think it's probably a good idea to keep testing new things. So year to date on the brand, we have done $2.5 million in revenue. I think overall we've done over $3.5 million in revenue since we started, but year to date, 2.5. Pretty sure we should hit 3 to 3.5 million by the end of the year, maybe a bit more, which I think is pretty good for a first full year of running. We started about late summer. So this is the first full e-com calendar year from like January to December 2025. Q4 is looking pretty good. Everything's looking in good shape. We've released new products. We've got variations of our bestsellers, which we're going to do a drop as well. Everything's sort of coming into play. Obviously, Q4 is coming up now as well. So it's kind of like the final push this week and next week. So lots to do. So let's start with what have we actually done this year so far. Number one, obviously we're in the office. We're trying to build a legit company, so we want in people, team members and stuff. So one thing I definitely wanted to do more personally as well, I wanted to do like brand trips. I wanted to hire in-person staff members, and that was lots of learning curves. So brand trips, very good life experience, very fun. Content compared to spend, maybe not there, but also managing teams in person. This was like experiences I wanted to get. This is not really what drop shipping people would do, but if you're building like a brand, I thought, we'll do brand trips, we'll do these expensive things. It could be really good. Overall, yeah, definitely worth it for like personal experience of like managing teams, organizing events, going away. In that terms of like building businesses, it was great, but profitably, not so much there. So we definitely overspent on fixed costs and stuff, which doesn't have the ROI, which is more ego-based founder stuff we wanted to do. Whereas we did a smaller version of that a few weeks ago for like a Q4 shoot where we rented a mansion in the English countryside. Basically did a mini version of that, still very expensive, but the content output for that was a lot more than like a brand lifestyle trip, because it was more organized, it was more work focused. In-person hires, definitely overspent on that as well. One of the mistakes I definitely did do is hiring all the people you need to do, but not having the time to train people. So that's one mistake I've been working on. It makes big issues. So if you don't have the time to train these people and set up the systems properly, like you're basically overpaying for staff with little output in the long term, which is definitely a mistake I've done. The current position the brand is in, I think we should do 700 to 1 million in November, I think. The problem and bottlenecks we're facing at the moment, like yeah, this year's going pretty good. I think next year's gonna be even crazier, like we're in a very good position. The biggest bottlenecks we've had is me as a founder. So my skill sets and like workload limits are obviously, I can only really work 5-6 days a week without getting burnt out. I can only work really maybe 6 to 8 hours a day, again, without getting burnt out. My limit as a founder has been reached, and we don't have time now before Black Friday or the past few months to build the systems where everyone has been trained. So like it goes back to that, not having the time to train people and hire properly. That has limited us. So obviously Black Friday is coming up now. We're not not going to change anything now. There's no point. So we are just pushing with what we have, with me doing a lot of work, team doing a lot of work, and doing everything messy and how we're currently doing it, which limits it. So we're just pushing through with workload hours at the moment, less so strategic hires and like the team, everyone knows what they're doing. It's just a bit messy. Once Black Friday is over and then coming into January, we'll build out a lot better systems, have team decks, SOPs. That's probably the focus for next year, as well as bringing out new products as well. Another mistake is probably not bringing out new products sooner and testing new catalogs sooner. Another big mistake. Definitely a lot more plans for next year for releasing new products. And then another mistake I think is probably enjoying summer for way too long. So obviously Q4's here, is not prepping that earlier than I should. So rather than being more backed up now. The brand has done pretty good profits for the year. Overall, everything's pretty healthy, like I said. Another issue that arises with like not having key hires or not training people properly and not having systems in place is I'm constantly having to remind people what to do. The website's not as good as it should be right now. Things aren't as good as it should be, but obviously because there's no one in place or people aren't trained properly, it can't be done quickly or efficiently. I'm having to chip in as a founder into everything, which is quite difficult. So that's obviously probably limited our revenue for sure. Next year, hopefully will be a lot different. Positive things though, I think strategically we've played it right. So we've increased spend and acquired new customers at a good rate with maintaining generally good profits for the year. Strategically, we will begin to start competing with hopefully the bigger players, trying to just spend as much as possible, even if the margins are lower, and then hopefully next year will be better. Continue to build cash in the bank, continue to grow the business. We're not taking any salaries from this business. It's completely like self-funded, and then we are doing like cash flow loans based off the revenue and stuff, but no more money going into it now. So because the businesses have so much revenue now, we can get loans or get third-party money, and that's definitely gonna help the growth for next year. So overall, pretty buzzing with the momentum this year. Hopefully Black Friday goes pretty well. Things coming up. Obviously Black Friday's coming up this weekend. We're going to do a little run. I might vlog that as well because life isn't the most crazy, but it's quite fun. Like routine, love it. Training, love it. Being in nature, love it. Colder weather, loving it. Don't know what Josh is doing over there. What a freak. He's just hiding now. He's tensing in the mirror. This is great. I think the setup's great. All the boys are in the office. Everyone's grinding, coming into winter arc, like proper enjoying it at the moment. It's a simple routine. It's a simple life, but it's work and training focus. I thoroughly enjoy it, to be honest. So might take you guys along with Saturday as well. So we'll see. This is a big mistake as well. So another big mistake is obviously we have a finance team on now, is our fixed costs are way over what they should be. We definitely need to sort them out. I think we're going to start sorting them out at the end of this month, but going to get the fixed cost down because we've just been focusing on scale, creative scale, new products as of a few months ago, and not the hardline fixed costs and being tighter where we can. We've just focused on growth, not detailed profit, what's actually giving us the best ROI. So now after Black Friday's done and everything's that, it's literally year one has been focused on growth as much as we can. Year two is going to be systems, profit focused, what is actually giving us ROI, more strong strategic business decisions and being detailed in everything we can be. I think that's definitely the game plan moving forward. Yeah, let's see how Black Friday goes. I hope everyone has a good Black Friday as well, and I hope everyone is locked in for the winter arc as well. Let's get it.